So remember last week when Darryl said that Huberdeau left the game because he had to go take a you-know-what? Well, apparently that really didn't go over well in the Flames dressing room, and apparently it's also causing some division in that dressing room. There's some drama, some spiciness, and of course losing will do that. And yes, the media will spin narratives, but also Darryl Sutter's been known to lose a room. Okay, like, remember in LA near the end of his tenure there, they locked him out of the dressing room? Like, Darryl Sutter has been known to lose a room, right? So, hey, when that happens, things go south. So, on the HockeyWriters.com, it was said that on a recent episode of the Barn Burner podcast, hosted by Dean Boomer Molberg, Ryan Pinder, and former Flame Rhett Warner, well-known insider Frank Saravalli said that one particular comment of Sutter's regarding Jonathan Huberdeau didn't sit very well in the locker room. Notice how it wasn't just with Huberdeau, but with the locker room in general. Sutter seemingly dismissed Huberdeau's injury. It then goes on to mention, as per Saravalli, that the whole Jonathan Huberdeau, where was he? He's taken a you-know-what. Saravalli said this: I can tell you for a fact that did not go over well. Why is that? To most, while the line from Darryl seemed funny, though few thought of how Huberdeau may feel about it. As it turns out, the real reason Huberdeau left early was due to a foot injury, one which has now forced him to miss some time. According to Saravalli, the star forward as well as his teammates didn't find Sutter's post-game quip as entertaining as others did. The highly credible insider also went on to state that he understands it was likely Sutter trying to make light of a situation and perhaps deflect from an injury. It wasn't the right way to go about things. That's not the way it should be, Saravalli mentioned. I know that it was said in jest and it was Darryl trying to be funny and whatever else to deflect attention. I don't know if that helps anybody. The article then goes on to say Sutter could be losing the Flames room. Hey, I mean, things are turning south on Darryl Sutter quickly right now in Calgary, and I hope it can turn around for him, but I am also getting really annoyed with his lineup deployment and the guys that he's choosing. Like, dude, Matthew Phillips is destroying the AHL right now. He should be up in the NHL. I've banged this drum in many videos recently here. I don't need to go through the whole thing again, but needless to say, guys like Brett Ritchie, Trevor Lewis, who else? Even Adam Ruzicka, honestly. Lucic getting tons of ice time. Like, I'm done with this. I'm tired. I'm bored watching my favorite team play because I can't stand watching these guys get so much ice time and key situation ice time, like power play, penalty kill, odd man advantages. I can't stand it anymore. Like, seriously, like, so many bad plays that I just like, what is going on here? There are better options. Phillips, Zari, Pelletier, there are options even when there's a bunch of injuries here. But, dude, that on top of maybe saying things that aren't sitting well, that's disrespecting your $10.5 million star player. I know Huberdeau's been poor and not good lately, but, dude, maybe it's because of an injury. And to go out and undersell that, undermine that with a weird joke, I don't like it. I really don't like it. There's some things at play here. I'm not saying fire Darryl Sutter. I'm just saying, Darryl, hey, everybody's afraid to step up to this guy because he's like 70 years old and he's won 2 Stanley Cups and he acts like he's the wisest man in the world. I love Darryl. Let me tell you, Darryl's got to smarten up. I don't care how wise he is. He doesn't know everything. Not every decision he makes is the right one. Darryl Sutter can make mistakes, okay? I know there's some Flames fans who put this guy on a pedestal like he's untouchable and everything he says is just correct and right no matter what because it's Darryl Sutter. Darryl can make mistakes too, okay? And let me tell you, that comment was a mistake. You rubbed one of your best players the wrong way and maybe undercut an injury that he's been dealing with that he's probably, like, if he couldn't put his foot in his skate, which Darryl said himself, then, like, dude, you shouldn't be making light of a situation like that and making the media think that he's just, he had to go to the bathroom. Come on, man. Seriously? And then, again, the lineup deployment, not calling these guys up. I understand Treliving, the GM, has a role in this, but the coach is the one setting up the lines. So to me, I think Darryl lately, he's souring on a lot of people. Again, I don't think they should fire him. I think he's the best coach the Flames have maybe ever had. I know Terry Crisp won a Stanley Cup with the Calgary Flames, But Darryl is just a great, intelligent coach. But he's got to smarten up and he's got to change some of his decisions right now. This type of drama, it's so unnecessary. It's making things more toxic and even worse in the Flames dressing room, which is the last thing that this team needs right now. They need stability. They need even keel in terms of emotion. They need things to really start to stabilize here. And Darryl, you're the one who's supposed to be steady at the wheel, setting everything up, making sure everything's even keel, everything's okay. And you're not doing that. You're adding fuel to the fire. Smarten up, Darryl. I mean, come on here. If you agree with me, like this video. Comment down below what you think about this. If you're new here, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.